Some places look normal, people walk past them every day, but inside, horrors hide that most would never believe, and some who enter never come out. From the outside it looks like any ordinary hotel. A tall, aged building in downtown Los Angeles, but inside, dozens of people have checked in and never checked out. Rooms that should feel safe instead hide shadows of the past. The hallways are silent, yet you can almost hear whispers of those who came before. One of the most infamous cases is that of Elisa Lam. She was last seen alive inside this hotel, behaving strangely in the elevator, captured on security cameras before vanishing without explanation. Her disappearance shook the world, and her body was found days later in a water tank on the roof. No one knows exactly what happened, but the mystery lingers, and the hotel keeps its secrets. But Elisa Lam is only one story. Throughout the years, guests have reported strange sounds, sudden chills, and fleeting shadows in empty corridors. Some claim to hear voices echoing through the stairwells, footsteps that stop when you stop, doors opening by themselves. Employees speak of objects moving, lights flickering, and an unease that never leaves. The Cecil's reputation grew darker as more unexplained deaths occurred, some violent, some just mysterious. Even tourists today feel the weight of something unseen, a presence that seems to linger in the peeling wallpaper and cracked ceilings. It's a place where the ordinary turns threatening, where everyday sounds become unnerving, and where reality feels just off. Every hallway, every locked door, every abandoned room is a reminder. This hotel is not just a building. It's a place where the line between normal and nightmare blurs. Those who walk its corridors are never entirely alone. At the base of Mount Fuji lies a forest that feels unnaturally quiet. Aokigahara looks peaceful from a distance, dense trees, soft light, winding paths. But once inside, sound seems to disappear. The wind fades, footsteps feel muted, and even your sense of direction begins to slip. For decades, this forest has been known as a place where people enter carrying heavy thoughts. Some come seeking silence, some come seeking an ending. Each year, authorities search the forest, not for stories, but for bodies, belongings, and signs left behind. Shoes, notes, ribbons tied to trees, markers meant to guide someone back, or to mark where they stopped trying. Visitors often report feeling watched, not by something visible, but by the weight of what has happened there before. Compasses fail. Phone signals drop, paths loop back in ways that don't make sense. It's easy to walk for hours and realize you're no closer to leaving than when you entered. Aokigahara isn't feared because of ghosts or legends, it's feared because of reality, because this is a place where silence has absorbed too much human pain, and once you step deep enough inside, the forest doesn't chase you, it simply lets you disappear. Just a short distance from Venice lies an island most locals refuse to talk about. Poveglia looks small and quiet from afar, surrounded by calm water, but stepping onto it feels like entering a place time abandoned on purpose. No tourists, no residents, only crumbling buildings and silence. For centuries, this island was used as a quarantine zone during plague outbreaks. Thousands were sent here, most never left. Later, it became a mental hospital, where rumors of abuse, experiments, and sudden deaths followed the doctors and patients alike. When the hospital finally closed, everyone left, and no one returned. Today, the buildings still stand, decaying slowly, floors collapsing, walls stained. Visitors who've entered illegally describe overwhelming dread, sudden nausea, and the feeling that they are being watched, not by something moving, but by something that remembers. Poveglia isn't feared because of legends or ghost stories, it's feared because too much human suffering happened in one place. The island doesn't need to scare you, it simply exists, and that's enough. In the quiet town of Amityville stands a house known around the world for terror that feels real. Years ago, a family inside this house was murdered, leaving a shadow over every corner. When a new family moved in, strange things began almost immediately. Doors would open and close on their own. Footsteps echoed through empty hallways. Cold spots appeared in rooms that should have felt warm. Whispers and muffled screams seemed to come from the walls themselves. The family reported seeing shadows move across rooms. Lights flickered without reason. Objects shifted when no one was touching them. Even visitors said the air felt heavy, and a sense of being watched never left. Some claimed to have seen figures standing silently in doorways. Others described feeling a presence behind them, even when no one is there. The weight of the house seems to press down, as if it remembers every tragedy and refuses to let it go. The Amityville house isn't frightening because of legends. It's frightening because people who lived there experienced something they couldn't explain. Something that turns a normal house into a place where the ordinary becomes terrifying, and some say those shadows never truly left. In the French Quarter of New Orleans stands a mansion with a history as dark as its walls. Built in the 1830s, it was the home of Madame Delphine Lalaurie, a woman known for her wealth, charm, and cruelty. Inside, she kept slaves under unimaginable conditions. Whispers of abuse and torment traveled through the hallways, reaching the streets even when the mansion seemed quiet. Reports say that screams echoed from rooms that were supposed to be locked. Neighbors claimed to see shadows moving behind curtained windows. Visitors today still speak of sudden chills, the feeling of being watched, and objects shifting on their own. Some say the mansion chooses who it frightens. Those who enter unprepared feel the weight of past suffering press down on them. The creaking stairs seem louder, the air colder, the shadows longer. Even after leaving, some say they can still hear the faint whisper of a cry, echoing in their mind. Others describe doors that open for no reason, footsteps pacing empty halls, and fleeting glimpses of figures that vanish when looked at directly. The mansion's history is carved into every room, every hallway, every crack in the plaster. It's as if the darkness itself refuses to leave. The mansion is more than a building. It is a memory of suffering frozen in time, where the pain of the past lingers in every corner. The air feels heavier inside. Every creak of the floorboards, every flicker of light, every unexplained sound is a reminder that some horrors never leave. Lalaurie Mansion isn't frightening because of legends or ghost stories. It's frightening because the darkness inside was real. And if you dare to step inside, even now, you can feel it watching you.